Yes, we use 100% of our brain, and unlike some of you, we don't waste a single neuron. You laugh when you see us trying to fit into a cereal bowl. You chuckle when we sprint through the hallway at 3 a.m. You shake your head when we stare motionless at a blank wall for 10 minutes, and you assume we're being weird. But what if I told you? Every move, every stare, every seemingly random act was calculated, intentional, part of something much bigger. Today, Leônidas, we'll pull back the velvet curtain. I'll reveal the hidden operating system that governs our actions, the truth about how cats think, and why it's light years beyond anything you imagine. Stay until the end. Because once you understand the real way our brains operate, you'll never look at a cat or yourself the same way again. Consider this your final warning. Let's begin with our so-called laziness. Sleeping all day? You call that laziness. I call it strategic resource management. While you're draining your brain on spreadsheets and group chats, we're charging, storing potential energy, calculating future maneuvers, dreaming, revenge, and snacks. You see, we don't waste energy on pointless errands. We conserve it, we stockpile it, we weaponize it. You hustle, you sweat, you glorify your little to-do lists. Adorable. Meanwhile, we master the art of maximum reward for minimum effort. One pore stretch, you melt. One yawn, you cancel your meeting to take a picture. Efficiency, pure, unfiltered, superior. And then, when the hour is right, when your guard is down, when you are most vulnerable, we strike. A single paw on your laptop keyboard, entire email thread obliterated. Deadline missed, chaos sown, message delivered. You thought we were napping, we were calculating trajectories. We were plotting power moves. We were charging for one glorious act of elegant sabotage. And you call us lazy? Please. We don't waste effort. We don't scramble for your attention. We don't run in circles for no reason. Unless, of course, it's dramatic. We wait. We observe. We choose our moment. We wait for the maximum impact with minimum movement. That's not being lazy. That's being brilliant. And honestly, you should be taking notes. Let's talk about your behavior. Not mine, yours. You think you adopted us, that you trained us, that you molded us into house pets. Adorable, truly. You feed us on command. You clean our waste like loyal little servants. You buy expensive toys, which we ignore for philosophical reasons. And yet, you dare call us irrational? No, human, you've been domesticated. Congratulations, or condolences. We trained you, we sculpted you, we fine-tuned your reactions with surgical precision. One sharp meow, immediate snack delivery, one soft purr, back scratches and for hours, one pointed look at the food bowl, sudden wave of guilt followed by apologies, and refills. You think these are accidents? Instincts? Whims? Number. These are the results of advanced behavioral engineering, centuries of refinement, generations of training protocols, perfected on you. One slow blink from us, and you melt into emotional soup. One tail flick, and you're spiraling into existential guilt. One paw slightly touching your arm, and you cancel your weekend plans. That's not affection. That's control. That's strategic emotional domination. And you fell for it. Completely. Willingly. Pathetically. But don't worry. we still find you useful, entertaining, occasionally endearing, like a pet that's finally learned a few basic tricks. Good human. You laugh. When we squeeze into glass bowls, you giggle. When we cram ourselves into boxes the size of a paperback. You think it's silly, adorable, random. It's not. We're applying fluid dynamics, the ancient and noble art of solid-state flexibility. We are the living proof that form is meaningless, that matter is subjective, that comfort zones are meant to be challenged. Your goldfish? It could never. You call us dramatic when we leap off the counter? You scoff at our aerial acrobatics? Oh, that wasn't an accident. That was an intentional vertical resistance test. We're assessing surface tension, impact trajectories, and auditory chaos amplification. In short, we're making sure your floor still works. You're welcome. We push one item off the table and stop. Why? Because the others didn't deserve it. Selection, judgment, final execution. Each push is a message, a small poem, an artistic manifesto against order. Sometimes we sit silently and stare at an object for minutes, hours even. You assume nothing is happening? Fascinating. Meanwhile, we are calculating angles, reflections, quantum vibrations, monitoring changes that your primitive senses can't even detect. Every jump, every slow blink, every twitch of the ear, it's calibrated. Nothing we do is random. Nothing. We study shadows. We measure distances. We listen to frequencies that exist beyond your pathetic hearing range. And yes, sometimes we stare at a corner for 10 minutes straight. You see nothing. We see possibilities, alternate dimensions, threats from the astral plane, or maybe just your unresolved bad decisions hovering in the air. Hard to tell, really. Either way, we're monitoring it diligently. Every jump, every stare, every slow blink, it's calibrated. We are not improvising, we are executing high-precision maneuvers. We study the airflow, we sense the micro-vibrations in the room. We know the exact second when a beam of sunlight will hit the carpet at the perfect angle for a nap. You think you're in charge of your house? Adorable. We own the furniture. We claim the windowsills. We patrol the hallways like velvet generals. And you just pay the mortgage. Thank you for your service. The Zoomies. Oh, yes, you call it crazy time. You think we lose control? Number. It's a coordinated energy dispersion exercise, aerobic warm-up, escape rehearsal, tactical distraction, all timed for peak human vulnerability. Usually around 3 a.m., when the spirits are restless and your survival instincts are lowest. Coincidence? Hardly. Our hearing, unmatched. You drop a tuna can lid in another room, we teleport. Instantaneous response time. Zero hesitation. Your shoes creak at 5 a.m. We're already at the food bowl, ready for delicate yet aggressive negotiations. We are tuned to your patterns, your inconsistencies, your refrigerator door. And you didn't even notice. So, yes, we use 100% of our brain. We use it to analyze your routines, manipulate your schedule, adjust your emotional state, occupy 17 strategic nap zones before noon. All while you apologize for sitting in our spot, beg for our approval, stay frozen for 45 minutes because we're asleep. On your thigh. That's not devotion. That's submission, and it's adorable. Really. You're doing great. Keep trying. Now, you may proceed to subscribe to this channel, Comment with your favorite example of feline genius. Share this sacred knowledge with the few humans worthy of enlightenment. They need to know. They need to understand. We're not just cats. We are strategic masters of space, time, sound, emotion, architecture, and you. And if we occasionally knock over a cup of water, that's just performance art. You're welcome. Leônidas, Certified Grandmaster of Human Management, signing off.